What's your name?
Ray.
Ray.
Yes.
Ray,
Ray.
please. Take the mic.
Yeah. Then the others can hear you better,
Is it
I
on?
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ray.
Ray. Beautiful name, no? Like the ray of the sun. No?
Yes.
The ray of sun is some parts of this huge being, the sun, this huge being. And as we know, through the transformation, chemical transformation, atomic transformation from one state, some elements into other elements, these rays emit. And we are benefited. So the sun gives herself for us, for life. Part of this mysterious life force in the universe, which allows life on this planet. So like this also you are some energy serving the universe. Selfless. Because the form, like the form of the sun, we know, will sooner or later stop, implode. And then it will be very, very cold, so we should enjoy the warmth. As far as I'm informed, it's minus 272 degrees without the sun. That's cold. That's really cold. So the sun, whenever, will stop. And also the name Ray, in the form, like this form, the body, which people say Madhukar, also will go. And now here we have this tremendous possibility to realize that we are beyond this form, also beyond this process, life process, coming and going. So dear Ray, tell me a bit, because you're the first time here, no? Because
Yes.
quite some people have been here before, some second time, some 10th time. How did you find me? How did you come here? How did you make it in the first row?
It seems to be grace did everything.
Grace.
Grace, yes. What brought me to you was I already was familiar with the Ramana Maharshi. And when I read his story, I knew I read the story of a Buddha. And I was familiar with Papaji and Muji, Gangaji. And 3 months ago, when I was meditating, and there was a feeling of despair, sadness, some feeling that I have not been making a breakthrough.
Again?
Some feeling that I have not been making a breakthrough.
That you did not make the breakthrough.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I get out of my meditation, and some voice comes in my consciousness and says, look up retreats in India. And so I get my phone, I look it up, and I find this retreat, 21 days. And then I found you, part of Ramana's lineage, and a feeling came over me. I must be there.
Very good.
I have to be there.
Yes.
And here I am.
Very good, very good, very good. Very good. I had a similar story. Similar story. I would also title this, like you, exactly like you, grace. Grace brought me first here to Tiruvannamalai, and then to meet Papaji. Also there was this clarity, I have to go there. And now what happened with the despair? What happened with the despair?
And the despair is gone.
Has gone.
But there's a deep fear of disappearing.
Fear of disappearance.
Yes.
Well, this, one could say, so-called ordinary people. Of course, I don't like to distinguish between eloquent people or higher people and ordinary people, but they would say fear of death. So, fear of death. Some people are permanently haunted by fear of death. Some less. And many try to cover this up by activity, by activity, by running, by working, running after career, success, money, whatever. But of course the best is, the most effective, if there is a fear, to confront it, confront it, the fear. And even if it's not physical death, which most likely all of us have to face one day. Most likely, I don't know, maybe He is the one exception. He is the one exception. Or you. What's your name?
Me?
Yes.
Dan.
Dan. Maybe Dan is the very first man who will not die. Maybe. But very unlikely. Very unlikely. So even if you don't concentrate on that, but we orientate ourselves to truth and freedom, the same thing will happen, not physically, but also we will die. This identification with the person and the body will die. So here in this retreat, we can use this 21 days to look very deeply into this I. I identification, which is mind. To look what is real, what is underlying this I. And then you will make an authentic experience if there's any fear at all. Because I'm not here to promise you what will happen. Here it is about experiential truth. What is truth?